Hey there, it is Rachel, and I work with a lot of parents whose kids say mean things about themselves when they've made a mistake or when things get really hard or challenging and they know they're not going to be good at it. They say things like, I never do anything right, or I'm dumb, or I'm stupid, or I can't do that. And a lot of parents will say to me, Rachel, does my child really believe they're dumb or they're stupid or they can't do it because they're so good in school or they're so good at that? How could they believe that they're stupid? So what I say to parents, and what I would say to you as well if you have a child who says mean things about themselves, is does your child say these things all the time, or do they only say this when they have made a mistake or they're facing something challenging? And most parents will realize that these words come out when their child has done something they feel is wrong or when they're in an uncomfortable situation. And what you need to know then is when your child says, I'm stupid or I'm dumb, usually what they mean is, I'm feeling something uncomfortable. And they don't know how to handle that discomfort except to criticize themselves. Some kids, when they get uncomfortable, criticize and tend to be mean towards others. Others, when they feel uncomfortable, they turn that uncomfortable feeling, or what I call yuck, they turn that in on themselves. So what do you do about this if they are turning that yuck in on themselves when they do make a mistake or find something challenging? Well, the first thing that you can do is something you've probably thought about already. If they tend to struggle with a certain task, you can certainly break down that task into smaller pieces. You can try to teach it another way that may make them feel more comfortable with what they have to do. But there's really more that you need to think about, especially if you have a quote-unquote sensitive child who does get really upset when they make mistakes or when things get hard or challenging, because what they really need is the ability to handle that discomfort in a healthier way. It's important to know that kids who are quote-unquote sensitive tend to be very conscientious. They want to do things the right way. They don't want to make mistakes. They don't want to start something and not do it well. Whenever that happens, they feel really uncomfortable. And this is not just about saying to your child, everybody makes mistakes. Maybe someday they'll be okay with the thought that everybody makes mistakes, but for right now, doing something hard or making a mistake does cause a tremendous amount of discomfort. So it's more effective to help them handle that discomfort. What's happening right now is when they do make a mistake or something is difficult, their brain senses that as a threat. This isn't about telling them that they shouldn't feel upset when they make a mistake or when something is hard. This is about helping them handle the feeling of upset. So chances are your child does not necessarily feel like they're dumb or they're stupid. They just don't know how to handle that discomfort. We don't want to tell them to change how they feel. That would just make them more upset. We want to help them handle those feelings of discomfort to begin with. Now, if you do want to know more about raising children who feel things strongly, who have trouble with discomfort, I have a free series and I will post the link to that series beneath this video, and I'll explain other ways to handle situations which right now may leave you feeling confused and helpless. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you again soon.